Hey guys, Bill Soriano from Pittsburgh here. It's Sunday, July 29th. We're almost through Sunday here. And as you know, if you've been following me in my FRX Smart Money Trading Academy group, you'll see the trade markups from this week here. Let me just refresh this for you. You see, I post the trade markups, but as you know, on Saturday, I come on here on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, and I make a video and I go over the trade recap for the week. Okay. So you could see the trades that went off. We had 6 trades last week. And in this video, we're going to do a recap of the EUR trades. Okay. So all the Euro trades, we're going to do a recap of the Euro trades that went off this week. And I believe there were 4 of them, if I'm not mistaken. So all of the trades or all the charts here in the group, we had 3 winning trades and 3 losing trades this week. And as you know, since we gain 2% on our winning trades and we lose 1% on our losing trades, during the simple math, we were able to grow our account. We would have been able to grow our account by 3% this week. Okay, overall for the month, I have a spreadsheet that I'm going to drop in here at the end of the month in this group here, so you can see if it were 20 wins and 12 losses. Let me just see if I could pull that spreadsheet up for you real fast here. Didn't have it pulled up. So right here, this is a spreadsheet of the whole month. So these are all the trades that went off this month using my smart money strategy that I teach for free here on my YouTube channel and in my FRX Smart Money Trading Academy group. Now in our community, we have many, many other strategies that you can use. We have proprietary custom built, custom made indicators that you can use, but you have to be a customer of our community to actually get access to that. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I'll send you the link. You could try it out for 7 days. And if you don't like it, you can get your money back from the company as long as you're within that 7-day window. But as you could see here for the month of July, and I got to clean this spreadsheet up a little bit. I was testing a couple of different things, and I'm also going to have at least one image here all the time here in the spreadsheet. So I will post this in the group at the end of the month here. But we're currently at 20 wins, 12 losses using this strategy that I teach you for free. 63% winning rate, and assuming that we gain 2% on our winning trades and lose 1% on our losing trades, which is what we do, we would have a 28% gain on our account just this month. So it's hard to find anything to beat this guy. Yeah. So, and right now I'm teaching it for free. That's not going to continue forever, but probably for the rest of this year at least. So getting back here to what I was showing you here, what I do is I do a video on Sundays, and what we do is this is the Smart Money Outlook. This was last Sunday's video where we go over all 28 Forex pairs. We identify the daily trend. We mark up the 4-hour order block that we could trade from going with that daily trend. And we identify our point of interest inside of that 4-hour order block. And then, of course, once that point of interest gets hit, we get an email alert, and then we go to our charts. We drop down to the 15-minute, and we look for our entry. So let's see. These are the 4. We had actually, I think, there were 6 trades this week. And let's just see what we have here. We're going to go over these 4 EUR pairs right here. Some of them may not have been trades, but we're just going to go over these 4 right now in this video. So let's just look at these quickly. So this is EURCAD. So again, when you come to the 4-hour chart here, you see that we had this order block and this point of interest marked up right here. When price first comes down in there, we don't get a close on the 4-hour chart below our order block. So the order block was still valid. Okay. Now you can see after it made its move up, then we get a drop down below. But at this point, that order block was still valid. So on the 15-minute chart here, what happened was Price came down, right? And then we never, it broke structure on the way up, but then it never pulled back to our lower time frame flip entry, okay? And then it goes on to make its move, right? We get several breaks of structure to the upside, and then after that, the trade's no longer valid, and you can see what happens here. It just drops right down and goes straight through here. Now, I don't believe that CAD, yeah, that wasn't one of our trades for the week. But I want to show you this trade, and I just want to go over the actual trades for this week. So let me just go through here. This was EUR JPY. So this was a losing trade here. This was one of our losing trades. Okay, as you could see here, price comes down. This blue line inside of this till area. This till area is our 4-hour order block, right? The blue line is our point of interest. So we wait for that point of interest to get hit. Then we identify where we need a break of structure now to the upside to give us our choke or our change of character. We get that right here, and then we're able to identify this order block down here to trade from. Okay, now one important thing to note is that this lower time frame flip entry executed at 2:45 p.m. Now we would not take a trade at 2:45 p.m., but for the purpose of this strategy, we do count this as a losing trade, because even though it was outside of the time frames that we would normally trade, it was still a valid setup. And so, you know, we count it as a losing trade. What happened was price came down, it executed right in here. It then made a move back up, but then dropped down, and it just stopped us out. It just came down below our stop out point a little bit. And then after that, you could see it goes right up and it makes that 2R move to the upside that we had expected it to do earlier. Okay, but that was a losing trade. EUR NZD was also a losing trade. Okay, so you could see here, price comes down right here. It hits our point of interest inside of our order block. That identifies this red line as our break of structure that we need to get a change of character. We get that right here. So we're able to identify this order block right here. And again, the price just wicks down a little too far right here, and it stops us out just a little too far before it makes a 4R move to the upside. So when I say a 4R move, that's 4 times our risk, okay? So our risk here was 25 pips, right? So all we would target is 2 times our risk, or right to here, we would risk 25 to get 50, okay? But this actually did make a 4R move to the upside here, right? But stopped us out first, okay? So unfortunately, maybe some of you would have padded that stop loss a little bit to give yourself a little extra cushion. But when we're doing this strategy and we decide if it's a winning or losing trade, we have to follow it to the letter. Now, one thing to keep in mind here is look how price just price shows a lot of momentum coming down to hit this entry, right? You could see a lot of red candles straight down. Now, if you look at this EUR USD, which was a winning trade, you see something that looks a lot different. Okay, so right here, price hits our point of interest, right? Which was a little outside of this order block because we had to use the 1-hour candle for this. So here's this red line is our break of structure for a choke or change of character. We get that right here. And then what we did was we identified this order block right here, this candle right here. And notice how price just flags back nicely, right? You don't have a lot of big red candles coming down to that area. It kind of flags back, hits it, moves right up. And this was a nice, again, that's our 1 to 2 risk to reward. So we were able to get 2% on that winning trade. And so that erases these two losses right here. So the great thing with this strategy, guys, is that you can lose 2 out of 3 trades and still break even. Okay. And the only way to do that is by making sure that your winning trades, you get 2%, your losing trades, you only lose 1%. Okay. So this one winning trade wipes out the 2 losses. So you can break even with this strategy, only winning 33% of the time. If you win about 40% of the time, you'll make money. As you can see here for the month of July, we're winning 63% of the time. So this strategy would make us a lot of money in the month of July. Okay, so those were, let's see, that was 3 trades right there. And so let's look at the other winning trade right here in GBP USD. So this is GBP USD. Again, let's go to the 4-hour chart just to show you where our where we had our order block marked up here. Okay, we could see price in an uptrend, and we had this, we used this 4-hour candle right here as our institutional candle or banker candle to identify our 4-hour order block. And you see you have a nice engulfing candle after it, and there's lots of imbalance. Okay, we put our point of interest alert right at the open of that 4-hour candle. So in this case, it's pretty close to the beginning of our 4-hour zone, right? So price hits it, and we drop down to the 15-minute. And we can see here the price comes down, right? And then it goes lower, breaks structure again to the downside, still inside of our order block. And we identified this area right here as our choke, okay? And so I'm a little confused. This wasn't actually a winning trade. I'm just trying to show you the recap of this GBP USD trade here, where we got the break of structure to the upside. And then, of course, we would wait for price to come back down now to this area right here. So we would want to set our limit order right here at the open of this 15-minute candle. This 15-minute candle identifies this 15-minute order block, which is our lower time frame flip entry. We get the break of structure to the upside or the choke, and then we wait for price to come back down to there. Now, this order block also has to meet all the criteria, right? There should be an engulfing candle after the institutional candle. It needs to lead to a break of structure, which it does, and we need to have imbalance, which we have, okay? If you don't understand any of those terms that I just used, then that means you haven't gone through my free 9-part Smart Money Concepts video series. So if you need to get access to that, contact me, and I'll send you a link to register. It's completely free. You'll get 1 video every day for 9 days, and you'll learn all these basic terms and concepts and strategies that I go over here on my live videos. So that was GBP USD. So I think one of the other winning trades here for the week was AUD NZD, right? Let's see here. Yes, as you could see here, price moved up here. It hit our point of interest all the way. It's kind of far back here. It comes up. This trade took a while to go off, right? Comes down, goes back up higher. As it goes back up higher, we're able to change where our break of structure needs to occur to give us our choke. So right here, we get that break of structure as price, breaks all this area here. And then we look for a lower time frame flip entry, okay? And so we did identify a lower entry point here. And the reason for that was because we didn't have any imbalance up here. Okay, there was no imbalance up here. So we did go with a order block that was a little bit lower. It was a decisional area, like we call it. It wasn't the extreme, because we just didn't have any imbalance up here at the extreme. Price comes up, we get into the trade, right? We do get a little bit of drawdown, right? We are in some drawdown there. And then boom, we get our 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio win out of that. Okay, let's see. What was the other trades that were actually went off? So this was AUD JPY. Let me just show you this on the 4-hour time frame here. So right here, you get this big 4-hour candle that just goes right through and invalidates that zone. Okay, so that's how you see if a zone is no longer valid. Now, what happens is after that, price does make a move up. Okay, but that zone was no longer valid to trade from. Okay. And this was, I believe, a winning trade in USD CAD. Let's see here, I just moved that line. Oh, this was a losing trade, actually. This was one that came up. Let's see where we're at here. We got our choke here, our breakup structure. We identified this order block up here. Price came up, and again, just barely stopped us out to the upside before making a big move down, right? So again, there was 2 trades this week where price just wicked up to the upside or downside a little bit too much and stopped us out before price eventually went on to give us that 2-hour gain. In some situations, it gave you much more. But we just look for the 2-hour gain, right? So that was USD CAD. And there should be, so we had 3 winning trades, 3 losing trades overall this week. Okay. All of those trades, right? We went over all of them on this video right here. We went over all 28 Forex pairs and we marked up the point of interest, the 4-hour point of interest. So if you didn't see this video, definitely watch that. And then as the week goes on and these points of interest are hit, we post the charts in the group here. We tell you if we have a winning or losing trade, right? So this was this USD CAD trade, right? And this was, like we said, a losing trade. And then we had the winning trade in AUD NZD, right? And then we had the winning trade in GBP USD right here. And then we had the winning trade in EUR USD. And then I believe the last 2, so at that point we were 3-1, and then the last 2 trades were losing trades, so we ended up 3-3 for the week. This was a losing trade in EUR JPY, where price just goes a little bit too far down before making its move. And then we've seen the same thing happen basically in EUR NZD, where we just got a wick that went down a little too far, stopped us out before price made the 2-hour move to the upside. So overall for the week, 3 wins, 3 losses. That gives us a 3% gain on our account in 1 week, right? And overall for the month of July, once I clean this spreadsheet up a little bit here, I'll post it in the group because this will obviously be, well, we still have another day. So we still have another trading day in July, Monday. So we'll have to wait and see if any trades go off Sunday night or Monday before we can finish up the spreadsheet for the month. But so far we're at 20 wins, 12 losses, right? 32 trades presented themselves in the month of July using this smart money strategy that I teach for free here on my YouTube channel and in my Forex Smart Money Trading Academy group on Facebook. So again, if you haven't joined this group, make sure you get with me so I can send you the link to join for free, right? That's where I teach this strategy. So overall for the month, 20 wins, 12 losses, 32 trades, a 63% win rate. And again, assuming that we risk 1% on every trade to get a 2% win, we would have had a 28% gain on our trading account in the month of July. Okay, so I keep track of this for you guys every month. Okay, every month I'll keep track of this and we'll go through it. On Saturdays, I'll do a recap video like this one. And then tomorrow on Sunday morning, I'll go over all 28 pairs again that I have in my watch list on the TradingView. And we will mark up. Let me just show you real fast here if I can get to that. What we'll do tomorrow is we'll go through all 28 pairs. We'll identify the daily trend, right? We want to trade with the higher time frame trend, right? So we use the daily chart to identify the trend. We then drop down to the 4-hour to identify a order block that we can trade from going with that daily trend. Okay. Now, sometimes we have to drop down to the 1-hour, right, to identify that order block and also the point of interest. But it's always inside of, I should say, we identify the 4-hour order block. Then we look for our point of interest inside of that 4-hour order block. Sometimes we have to drop down to the 1-hour chart to find the point of interest, but it's always inside of the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so it's the higher time frame trend using the daily chart, and the order block is identified using the 4-hour time frame. We then set our alert, right? That's our point of interest, and we wait for it to get hit. Now I'm going to show you a free indicator that you can use. This is a pure smart money strategy, right? However, we do use a couple indicators just to help us. We don't use any indicators to take the trade with this strategy. And like I said, in our group, we have a couple in the communities that I belong to. We have a couple indicators that are proprietary indicators for the community, right? You get access to them if you join our community. Okay, so if you want information on that, let me know, and I will send you the link to become a member of our community by joining the company that we're with. They do offer a 7-day money-back guarantee. But I do use a free indicator on TradingView to help you identify these order blocks if you're new. A lot of the times, it'll give you the correct order block. In my opinion, sometimes it doesn't. I show that when I go through the video. The order blocks must meet 3 criteria. They must lead to a break of structure. There must be an engulfing candle after the bank or institutional candle, and they must cause imbalance. Again, if you don't understand what these concepts are, banker's candle, break of structure, imbalance, then you haven't taken my free 9-part Smart Money Concepts video series. Make sure you send me a message so I send you the link to register for that right away. You'll get 1 video a day for 9 days. You have to watch those videos so that you understand what I'm talking about here when I say break of structure, banker candle, imbalance, right? Also, that order block must not have already been mitigated or touched after there was a break of structure. Okay, when the 4-hour point of interest alert goes off, we drop down to the 15-minute chart and we wait for the lower time frame flip entry. That's the only entry model we're using right now for the Smart Money Concepts trade. The lower time frame flip entry model, that's where we wait for a break of structure going the way that we want to go on the 15-minute chart. And that gives us our choke or change of character. Once we get a change of character, then we're able to identify our lower time frame flip zone or our 15-minute order block, whatever you want to call it. And that's where we set our limit order to take the trade. Okay. So again, if you need to get access to my free 9-part Smart Money Concepts video series, make sure you drop me a message here so that I can get you registered for that for free. If you don't belong to my FRX Smart Money Trading Academy group, you're going to want to get in it, because even though you may be watching this video on YouTube or some other social media site, you're not going to be able to get access to all of the trade markups that I put in the group during the week, right? Showing our winning and losing trades for that week. So that's kind of the weekly recap there, where I go over in this video here, but I put those chart markups in this group. So you want to make sure you're a member of this group. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's a link. You'll be able to join the group. No problem. It's free to join. So if you need access to the group or the 9-part Smart Money Concepts video series, make sure you get with me so I can get you registered for that for free. If you're ready to join our community, get access to everything we have in our community, plus everything the company has, our proprietary custom built indicators, and all of our trading strategies, not just this smart money, but all of our trading strategies. Then send me a message. I'll send you the link to get started to join our community. They do offer a 7-day money back guarantee. You can try everything out for 7 days. If you're not happy, you can get your money back from the company as long as you're within that 7-day window, right? So again, look for my video tomorrow. This has been my weekly trade recap for the week of 7/24, right? July 24th. This is the weekly trade recap. Again, 3 wins, 3 losses for the week. So for the month, we're at 20 wins and 12 losses. Okay. So this is a very powerful strategy. I've proven over and over again that it works. So again, make sure that you're getting all the information you can for free. And if you want to join our community, let me know. I'll send you a link for that. Look for my video tomorrow where I go through all 28 pairs and we identify the daily trend and the 4-hour point of interest to trade from. So it's Bill Soriano from Pittsburgh. Have a great weekend, guys.